Tricking, courting, and
I want to play this.
Oh, I want to make money. I just want to help you. Yeah, and you also want access to my. And I'm just trying to make money, babe.
Here's the thing that women don't understand. When you present yourself to the world as a woman who's going to use men for money in exchange for your body, men never stop viewing you that way. So no one cares about you making money if they're not going to benefit from the same body that you've been using to secure the bag all of these years.
Relations.
Speaking of that, and this is also the other harsh reality that a lot of guys don't know, and a lot of women don't know. Once a man puts you in that category, it's almost damn near impossible for you to get out. So once he puts you in the category as to just only being the fun girl, the party girl, the booty call, it's very impossible to get out. It's very, very hard to get out of that category. And also, y'all, when it comes down to women, living this kind of life, for the most part, the guys that have to pay money later on, it's not really a such thing as, okay, you can just get with her and stop spending money. Once she puts you in that category of being a trick and you're just the guy that she's fucking with for the money, you have to always do that. So once you start it, you're gonna have to keep doing it. Now let's get into the next clip.
tricking, courting, and providing. They're all three different things. Tricking is doing things for a woman with intent of sexual favors or to try to get a woman that you know you could never get without those things.
If it's a fair exchange, that's what tricking is. Tricking is based on the pimp game. Anytime you take it out of that context, you're talking about something totally different.
It's the book of Alpha Renner, nigga. Read it or weep.
Courting, buying flowers, taking her on dates, buying her nice things, and doing things that make her happy because you genuinely like her, you're genuinely interested, and you're actively pursuing her, meaning you are showing intention with the way that you deal with her. That is called courting.
And the other thing about courting that she left out, courting is when you're courting a woman when she's staying in her father's house. That's the other part about courting that a lot of women, they don't like, or they don't want to acknowledge that. It's not just courting as if, okay, you're just living on your own and you're paying your stuff and he's courting you. No, it's courting is when you're going from your father's house to you being with your man. So that's the part that a lot of women, they don't want to acknowledge that part. And yes, so what she's saying about tricking is true. And what BOA is saying is also true about tricking coming from the actual pimping game. But yes, so what both of them said is accurate, but it all comes down to this, though. If a woman doesn't like you, you're going to have to pay. And it's not going to be just, okay, well, I'm paying right now, and later on, you don't have to pay. No, motherfucker. You're going to have to keep paying because you have to compensate for her not liking you.
Providing. If you consider yourself a provider or you want to provide, providing means taking care of daily and livelihood expenses. So I would say bills, rent, car note, monthly beauty maintenance, things of that nature. Buying.
And the other thing that most women, they skip over this part, you're only supposed to provide for your wife. I'm going to say it again. You're only supposed to provide for your wife. So that's the part about it that nobody wants to talk about that. You're not supposed to provide for a woman that, that she's living her household and she's not your wife. But okay, but once again, for the most part, they like to flip it so it can benefit them. So it's hilarious. So, and then this is how I look at it too. Basic needs like getting your nails done, your hair's done. That's basic maintenance. I mean, okay, so this like myself, I'm not paying for no woman nails, which I don't even like nails anyway. Just I don't like all the fake shit anyway. I don't like the fake hair. I don't like makeup. So I'm damn sure ain't paying for something that I don't like. I like a woman in her natural state. Natural state, we're coming down to no makeup on, natural hair, I like to know what she looks like. Because a lot of guys, you all are with a woman that you never even seen her in her natural state, or you didn't see her in her natural state until after she had a baby, which is fucked up. That happened to a whole bunch of guys. So, and then women, for the most part nowadays, they like to talk about how they're an independent woman. So why are you just complaining about being an adult, doing what adults do? You paying your bills. You're Miss Independent, right? So why is that a problem? Why you had to make a big announcement about you paying your bills, but why are you just constantly begging men to do the basic shit that you're supposed to do?
Her car, paying for her school tuition, that is called being a provider. Let's stop confusing the three. Men are telling women like, I'm not spending no money to talk to a girl. And y'all are confusing that with tricking. And y'all are confusing that with courtship. When you want to talk to a woman.
Yeah, some people have it confused, but y'all ladies have it confused too. You're also confused and wanting a man to provide for you, but you're not his wife. So let's talk about that. You're not his wife, but you want a man to pay all your bills.
You should be okay with wanting to court her because that's what you're supposed to do as a man. Now, tricking, if you can't get that woman and you feel like you got to buy her something very expensive or very nice in order to get her attention, that's tricking. Things that the woman could not or would not want to get on her own. Because you take a woman to dinner or you buy her flowers or you take her on a date, that is not tricking. That is dating. That is courtship. Do we get where I'm going with this? Okay. And quite frankly, it's not tricking if you got it.
These years.
You can't trick unless you do have it. So, people just like saying those stupid sayings, but you can't trick if you don't have it. So, yeah, so that's my whole thing. My whole thing is that you got to be honest about, okay, I'm going to keep it simple. You can't be a trick and a Mac. You got to pick a side. It's like being clean or being dirty. You can't be a player and also a trick. Let's just call shit what it is. Too many guys out here are acting like they're players, but if you got to pay a woman to, to spend time with you, you got to pay her, period. She don't like you. So that's not, fly. That's the common thing that you see. So you have a whole bunch of guys that, now the tricks are acting really, 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 really flashy, like they're the guys that they got at a woman without having to spend any money. So that's the part about the game, y'all. Now that everything is all fucked up. So back in the day, the Macs and the players, they go somewhere, show up, and leave. Be fly and leave. Nowadays, people are going somewhere. They're going somewhere. They're tricking, but then they're acting like they're getting it, just straight from the mouthpiece. All right, y'all. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you all, and see you all next time. And remember, Solomon Fitness World is where strength meets elegance. And ladies, you can't be wanting the man to do all these things and then your look is not in order. It comes down to your fitness, you being able to push away from the plate, you being at a healthy weight where your body can still be toned and look nice. So you can't be wanting all this shit and then your look ain't up to par. So that's the main thing. The fitness fucks up a lot of women. It does. It does. You think that you can be talking all this shit and then your look is not up to par. So that fucks up too many women. But too many of you all want this.
Are you still in bed? Why are you still sleeping? Do you pay any bills? No one in this house should be sleeping more than me. Babe, I thought you were gonna clean the room. If you want some of this, you gotta do your part. Good morning, Big Daddy. Did you sleep good, baby? Are you ready for your morning session?
Great woman to a man. so great that you're where?
I mean, you want to judge that?
I'm asking. If you're a great woman to a man,
I have a poor choice, probably.
No. If you're a great woman to a man,
Yeah.
where's the outcome to prove that?
That's why I'm doing what I've been doing, and that's why I haven't been just giving my
You've been
body.
doing what you've been doing, fasting
And
celibate. But you're a great woman to a man based upon what? Where's the outcome to prove that? See, y'all talk this shit. I'm a queen. I'm a deep. No, but you got no results to prove that.
I told you I'm very submissive.
It does not make you a great woman.
I'm just saying, I'm not a horrible girl.
You said you're a great woman. And it just sounds, what are you doing that's so great?
Let me think. Okay, well, are we talking like my physical assets? Because I have all that.
See, what you need to understand is the problem with so many modern women is you feel like you're better than you are. You lack humility. You've shown that. Here, you come in and talk about men based upon your poor choice with one man. Talk about yourself and you pedestalize even you. What makes you a great woman? And you basically say, because I've been abstaining and fasting. That does not make a woman great.
I have my own place. I have my own car.
That makes you an adult.
Okay.
See, I simply, that makes you normal. See, what you have not said is a woman who's truly a great woman, they are in short supply and they get snapped up quickly. But see, the way you've constructed the world is the problem is outside of you. You don't need any real improvement. You just need to wait. And the world will bring the right man to you. Women today think men are free. They think they require no effort, no work. You just got to be, I pay my bills. I got a car. I'm in shape. I'm submissive. I'll challenge that. All right, then why ain't it working?